Hi everyone, it's Nordy again. Okay, today we're gonna learn about the IP adapter. Okay, so IP adapter is basically a function that you can just copy all the stats from it. For example, that when you just start generating, yeah, let's go to the result really quick. Yeah, so it really looks like it, right? So our ultimate goal was to make the realistic image based on your anime character and really resemble the original image, right? The result one is the, yeah, there you go. It only took like 20 seconds or so. So that's the magic of this IP adapter. If you just bypass this, yeah, of course that there's a tagger and also that we will eye to eye this one, but yeah, it also kind of look like this, but there's a slight color change of it. Yeah, see the difference of it, right? So what does IP adapter do is actually, yeah, let's put Control and drag this over, and the short key is Control B to unbypass it. What it does is that using the IP adapter, you can just resemble the style and composition from your original image. So let's just look deep dive, starting from the part 2 where we did the image to image. Yeah, so originally, if we just run this workflow, this enemy image gonna turn to the realistic image using by the eye to eye. Yeah, the only thing to be solved is that the kind of slight color and composition aren't look like the original one. So we need IP adapter to fix this one. So let's bring IP adapter, a model loader. Okay, this is it. And we will also drag some IP adapter advanced. Yeah. So this is the basic set that we need to use IP adapter. One is the one that we can just pull out the model. So we will select the, yeah, there's a kind of a lot of it, right? Let's just go to like a plus. And we're using the Excel model. So we use the IP adapter plus XL. And we will just connect here. Yeah, is it plus? Oh yeah. Sorry about that. We just use rather this one, unified loader. Yeah. I'm sure that they're kind of similar, but yeah. Let's go again. I put that to unified loader. Yeah. It does very similar things though. Yeah, plus high. And we will just okay, let's just go to like zoom in. Connect the model to the model, to the IP adapter unified router to IP adapter advanced, and we will also connect the two IP adapter each other. Yeah, and let's connect the other one. So we will gonna just drag this model from LoRa node. Okay. And also we're gonna just yeah, image. We also need image. So basically, you need to just connect this original image to the IP adapter advanced node to make sure that your final image will resemble the original one. Yeah, it's kind of similar but with the eye to eye, but image to image. But I'll explain later how it's different from it. Yeah. Okay, and we will also put a model here. It's done. So let's just use it in the default setting. Okay, it just look exactly like the anime girl, right? It's not. It doesn't really look intricate, realistic at all. So there's a two way to fix it. Is the one is that you just lower the weight of it, right? So like 0.5 or something. Yeah, it's kind of more better, but I'll just choose another way. We just go to the one, and we will change this like the style transfer. What style transfer does is that it just extract the exact style from it, not just like any composition or something. So if you see this image, yeah, it's totally anime because that is obviously anime style. There's a second way, which is that we can just use the composition. So it will just extract the composition of the original image, like how it looks like. So it's not that it doesn't really look anime at all, right? And it also copies composition about how she looks like. Turn around a bit. Yeah. So with the same weight amount, which is 1, we can just compare these two of it. Yeah, one really looks like the anime style as the original one, and one really looks like kind of realistic, but resemble the original composition. You can do both of it by just choosing the style and composition one. So I just see that I'm gonna change every weight type, so we can just see how it should look. Okay. But we can also use a 2 IP adapter, such as that I use this like this one. Yeah. Okay. I just use the K sampler twice, so that the original one that doesn't look like this, but yeah. I'll just press one more time of the part 4. Yeah, so if you see this, that when the fourth IP adapter runs, that we can see that it has a style transfer precise, which means that it will resemble the style really precisely, and it just look like the anime one, right? Yeah. But when we just run the second IP adapter, and I also just decrease the weight amount to the half, and it finally became what we want, which is like the realistic one. The reason that I used the IP adapter twice is because that we really need to assemble its style and also color in the first time, but then second time we have to also make it realistic, so we just use the composition one. So this is how IP adapter work, but there's a lot of another function as IP adapter. For example, that if I just use the face portrait, it will just resemble the face of it. Yeah, it's not that good, right? Yeah. Let's just go to the high again, and let's change this to the style transfer. I'm gonna just change also the weight type of how it's different from another. Okay, so this was the style transfer that we had already tested, and we will go to the strong style transfer, which can just resemble more. Yeah, this one resemble more, right? As the original one. Okay, and The highest one is the style transfer precise. It will resemble really precisely. Yeah, see? Of course there's a version for the composition. We already tested this one, but let's press the composition precise to see whether that it resembles composition more precisely. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't really look like the one with the style, right? Yeah. If you want to just resemble the style of it, maybe just you have to just decrease the noise of it. Yeah, maybe, but I actually doesn't really like. I don't like this direction one. So let's go back to the style and composition. Yeah, and also you can choose change the start point. So it really works similar as the weight type. I mean the amount of weight. It will make you look like less with, yeah, how it resembles the original one. So let's go to the 0 again, and yeah, I think that we should use the only composition if we just try to use the only one IP adapter. But I also recommend to use the 2 IP adapter if you really want to use as this like the anonymity realistic filter, as I did in part 4. Yeah, this one looks better. Yeah. So just using the composition weight type will be a lot better. And let's go with the is in out. Yeah, it still look like animation because it tried to resemble the style of the animation. So I just prefer to use the composition one, and maybe just we can just less the denoise. We just use the denoise to make it resemble more, but as you just decrease the denoise, it will resemble its style of animation. But since we use the composition, that it still looks realistic, right? Even though that you just decrease the denoise of it. Okay, so this is it. We use IP adapter to just make the anime image more realistic by using the IP adapter, and you can also use it 2 IP adapter with the 2K sampler to achieve this image. Okay.